Good morning. Greetings from Istanbul. My name is Bulent Kilincarslan. I'm in polling and research business for more than 30 years. I have established and managed research companies in Europe, Middle East and Africa, and Central Asia. Currently, I am the national representative of WAPOR for Turkey. I would like to contribute to the humanity session that our President, Mr. Robert Chang, has organized. My brief video contribution will be about how research has helped to address a global problem which my companies have worked. In 2006, United Nations Secretary General has commissioned a special study to examine the status of children, more specifically, violence against children around the world. The study is called UN-WAC study. The study was a major research study on this topic with the contribution of several UN agencies, academia, governmental and non-governmental organizations, research experts, and institutions. The result has been published as the UN-WAC Study World Report. The result was terrifying for children around the world, in any part of the world, in rich countries, in poor countries, even in developed countries. And WAC, violence against children, is identified and well documented as a major global problem. As expected, this was only possible with a research tool and techniques. After release of the UN-WAC World Report, the UNICEF, the special UN agency dedicated to the children, starting from that day, has organized monitoring WAC status studies in different parts of the world. Their tool was a regular surveys under a special program called MISC, Multiple Indicator Survey Program, which is a baseline for Sustainable Development Goals of UN. Again, the survey research has been a key tool for monitoring the situation for a major global problem. UNICEF uses the research data to talk and advise governments, non-governmental organizations, to develop policies, systems, and legislation to prevent the violence against children in each country. They use for education too, public campaigns, what to do, what not to do for each country. As expected, since the beginning of the program at 2006, UNICEF has a special attention in war and conflict zones. By the time Iraq was a war zone country, and when there is a war or a conflict in any country, the violence against children becomes the worst, which we have seen currently in different parts of the world. By 2010, UNICEF has signed an agreement with a special NGO called Save the Children, and they too have approached to us to study the condition in Iraq in further details. Our company operates in Iraq since the beginning of the war in Iraq in 2003. After several discussions and the review of the conditions in Iraq, our company has asked and tasked to do several quantitative and qualitative studies. Within the scope of the study, we have conducted almost 6,000 one-to-one interviews across the country with children, with parents, with teachers, community leaders, managers of different institutions, government officials, local authorities, and by the time the Iraq at the height of the war conditions because of sectarian conflicts, terror activities, and we have conducted this study in a very difficult conditions. The interviews took place late 2010, early 2011, at homes, at care centers, at schools, juvenile centers, and orphanages. This was the most detailed study ever conducted in a war-zone country to examine the situation for children. The learnings from this study are also used in other war and conflict zone countries by UNICEF. And we are thankful to have this opportunity for our children. The analysis and reporting has been done by UNICEF and Save the Children with our contribution using UN WAC guideline and presented to Iraqi government and all relevant institutions who are responsible for the taking care of children in their country. Study results have been used to develop necessary policies, systems, and legislation to prevent at all violence against children. As I explained at the beginning, my contribution was about use of research for addressing a global problem. During my 30+ years of experience in research, Iraq WAC study was one of the unique studies personally, which I believe we have done something good for our children. As expected, the work is never completed. The violence against children is still a problem in Iraq, not just in Iraq, but also around the world. We will work harder as a research professional to put light on this dark area and help, advise the decision makers to take action to get rid of the problem for our future. Yes, the children are our future, the future of humanity, and we must protect them. Thank you for your time. Thank you for organizing a special session for humanity at our WAPOR conference. Have a good day.